guys, Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we are diving into what are the new Wfabb scams. So I always like to check up on Wfabb. Why? Because literally, I swear, you think you've seen it all and you haven't with them. They literally always cause some problems. They always post some weird shit. And it's always very good to bring more awareness because more people that come across it, the more people hopefully can at least be aware of what's going on with this team. So before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button down below. My vlog channel, merch, and everything else to connect with me more is down in the description below. And now let's get into it. So you guys, I want to cover a couple things. Again, if you guys want to catch up on Wfabb or any other videos I've made about them, this video I think should honestly probably be in like a Wfabb playlist. I'm assuming I probably have done it already. I will have that in the description below. That way you guys can watch any other Wfabb content. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of the heels over hills. I don't even know what to call it. It was stupid. You guys know reality show Wfabb made. So remember back in the day when we were originally making videos just reacting to the first episode 1 and 2, and apparently the third and final episode was the best? Crickets. Silence. Nothing. Haven't heard anything about the third episode. And we keep hearing, oh, well, it's gonna go up. Oh, it'll come up. And I'm just like, that's so bad. Imagine an actual reality show being like, oh my God, we're almost close to the season finale. And then the season finale doesn't happen until months after. Literally, how embarrassing. Anyways, so there's that. Literally no updates besides the first 2 episodes. But apparently the third one again was supposed to like talk about haters and other shit like that. Honestly, they're probably changing some things with it because they realized how fucking dumb it looked. Anyways, we're gonna talk about a couple things. So first of all, this is laughable to a point that I didn't even think they touch. So we already talk and joke, in my opinion, believe, many of us I think believe, that the Wfabbers are scammers that spread misinformation, false advertising, you name it. And with that, you would think, I don't know, just me thinking, you know, using my big brain, wouldn't you try really, really hard to show to anyone else that you aren't a scammer, right? Not give them the illusion, nothing like that, right? So we had some of the Wfabb girlies talk about something called the laundromats. Now, when I hear that and I think of scammers, I'm like, oh, money laundering. Yeah, hold on. So there was posts about like something big was coming, right? And I was like, okay. As we all know, every time that somebody in Wfabb, or honestly in any MLM for that matter, says we have something big coming, prepare to literally be completely disappointed because it's always fucking stupid. I mean, not disappointed with the comedic aspect of how horrifically embarrassing but funny it is. Disappointed with the fact that it actually isn't that big of a deal. So we had posts like getting photos taken near a car that I know most of them can't afford. But then we had another photo that was shared. The future of banking isn't banking. And again, what does this look like to you? You know, we're in a laundromat. We're all dressed in black and leather. And then we have a bag of money. So again, anyone right here, right in this video alone, I need you to comment what you think they're trying to market off because I need you to comment, okay? And then if you're wrong, it proves my point because if your marketing is shitty and you can't get your point across already, it wasn't good marketing. But they say that this is good marketing, right? So they have this. Then comes this video. Just hold up. This is called Cinnamillions, by the way. The Laundromat, August 27th, location Toronto, Canada. I just want to let everyone know that this drags ass horribly. Like, whoever was their videographer, fire them. Imagine pulling up to a 7-Eleven and being like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I just wanted a Mountain Dew. What are we? That's weird. Like, I would be sketched out. Again, we're not done. We're not. God, motherfucker. Fucking love my job, but also this is killing me. Ooh, get it together. Fuck, it was horrible, but it was funny, right? Which I'll give them that. If they're funny, I will tell them that. That was fucking hilarious. Again, what do you think they're marketing off, right? What do you think? What were the context clues or the critical, what was in that was like, oh, bingo, I know what they're doing. So guess what? You know what they were marketing off for? A fucking event. Rinse and repeat. The banks apparently are wasting your money. I really don't give a fuck, okay? I'm keeping them in the banks right now. Okay, great. But there was no other information or caption besides that an event was going on. That was it. That was literally all that was going on. So Miss Alicia was pissed off that people were making fun of this because there was a bunch of us joking about how fucking stupid this was. So get this. You want to know how embarrassing this is? When you literally lack the capacity to actually market something properly, so you get pissed off when people are like, what the fuck are you doing? You literally look like you're money laundering. Like you're like, and there wasn't even any like pun. There wasn't any like gotcha moment. There wasn't anything that was playing on anything at all. Like, it was genuinely made no logical sense, and I was fighting because, like, you see that? I took a shit ton of marketing classes, and I do that. I technically still do that for a living. I know a decent amount about marketing, and I was fighting. I don't like them, but I was fighting to try and actually understand what the hell they were talking about. Now, this is the post that was made actually after that was talking about how stupid we are. It's the amount of people who lack mental capacity to understand that my post from yesterday about the laundromat is called a play on words for me. It's called marketing people. Are we laundering money and openly sharing that on social media on our business accounts like a bunch of idiots for everyone to see? No. Here's the thing though, that's not what really we were thinking. No one thought that. We know you're not that stupid. There's a spectrum of stupidity. You haven't hit that yet. However, what I did think though, okay, you're using horrible marketing because you have so many videos that talk about Wfabb as scammy, problematic, makes people lose money. So wouldn't you try and make your marketing to where it puts reassurance in your target audience and it makes people interested and it makes people feel safe with working with you, right? But instead you made a marketing campaign with looking like you do money laundering or giving the vibe of you're doing something sketchy. So it's not like it's even putting trust into your audience. It's making it to where we can laugh at you more because you failed to even do anything to make yourselves look better than what we've already discussed and what we think you guys have been representing yourself. Are we rinsing the financial markets on a daily legally just like your bank does and repeating the same ways? Fuck yes. Y'all don't understand that trading in the financial markets has been going on over a century. The same ones who've been calling it scammy are the same ones who will never get rich off the shit like the banks get rich off of trading your money. Ironic for somebody who isn't rich at all doing this and still works for doing lashes and microblading and everything, which again, there's no hate on that. Like if you want to do that, that's great, but don't put yourself on this pedestal and make claims that you can't even meet as well. But then also the fact that we're like scammy, we call it the multi-level marketing business scammy. Yeah, we're gonna also call a team who is a part of the multi-level marketing industry scammy. Investing is not scammy. Who said that? What? Like if you're doing it right and legally, you're fine. Like what the hell? Besides which, if you're into marketing, the point is to grab people's attention and pique curiosity, right? Also, Alicia, I'm into marketing. You know what you also need to be doing? Make it make sense. If I can't understand your goal and purpose with a marketing campaign, you failed, my love. That's fine, but let's do better next time instead of being pissed at your audience for not understanding something that literally no one could even understand to begin with that made no logical sense. Attention is everything. Marketing is taking on roles to breathe new life into new customers. Attention is everything. People need to be entertained before being educated. Glad I entertained y'all before I could school y'all. Now, can y'all keyboard gangsters get off my dick and go do something productive? Perfect, and thanks for boosting my algorithm with your comments. Guess my marketing campaign is doing exactly what I thought it would with this idea. Sincerely, the motherfucking boss you don't want no smoke with. Babe, you're 5'3". Okay, and I'm 5'1". I'm just saying, like, if we're being real here, there's not really much that anyone can take from either one of us, okay? Additionally, I would like to say, guess my marketing campaign is doing exactly what I thought it would with this idea. Okay, so if you made the idea, great. Here's my thing though. Was your target demographic us or people you wanted to sell to? Because if it's us, yes, you got people's attention because there were people flooding your comment section with that because they thought it was so fucking stupid. We're not buying your shit. We're laughing at it. So like, what was the point? Did you just waste money on a videographer for something that really didn't do you well? And again, the event honestly was a total flop. There was mainly people from what I saw that were already part of igenius that had purchased tickets to go to the event and just other external people that had gone as well. But it was another way to pretty much like suck their ass at that point. And most of these events are. Like, for example, another one that just popped up, and they do this where they're like, oh my God, something big is coming. And then again, it's bullshit. For example, there was a photo that was posted up by several of them that said, opportunity will be calling soon. Are you going to pick up? Now I was like, okay, they're either doing something very boring or it's another event. What did I tell you? Just saw this posted. That was promoting an event, talking about, you want to know why the 1% always get richer? Okay, because capitalism, and because there are laws and things that literally allow them to do that and keep and hoard most of the wealth, okay? Our world's just fucking ass, all right? And people get screwed no matter what. What doesn't help is encouraging people to join a fucking pyramid scheme, in my opinion. So, but anyways, it's literally a promotion for an event. I would like to also add, I've never seen an MLM team milk a lifestyle and fake it so much, because genuinely, majority of those girls are not making big money like that. They're not. I know damn well. I don't have to see a paycheck to know that. I also know they don't have money for valets all the time. And it was just like, what are you doing? Like, what is your goal and purpose here? That's so unrealistic. That's weird. And their marketing is awful. It is just so stupid. And again, who's filling up the comment section? They're downlines. It's not like there's any other people that are popping in saying, oh my God, so inspiring. Imagine, that's it? Fuck me. Like, how embarrassing is that? Also, can we talk about how it's so funny? They had people opening their doors for them, but then they would get out of the car several times and no one was opening the doors for them, which is like, again, like, we're fucking it up. Walking around the rain in a random neighborhood. Okay. Really, what is the point of this? None of that is actually really money making. It's just to give the illusion that you're successful when you're not. But you see how pathetic and funny this is? It's one thing if you're actually promoting a legit product and you're showing it in a cool way, but when the ad is way too long and genuinely, it sucks. They're promoting an event that a lot of people in the downlines already are purchasing tickets for if they're near the area to fill up seats, and they encourage other people to attend if they can. And that's some of their ways of recruiting. It is god-awful embarrassing. Wfabb is doing this thing where they're actually hosting their first ever incentive trip for Wfabb people, which actually, that is quite surprising to me. However, I already know that this is not a good thing, and we're going to talk about why. So they have a promotional video, which is very interesting. It shows Wfabb incentive. They're going to be going to, it looks like they're going to be going to Mexico, and they wanted to host their first incentives trip. Qualifications start August 12th through, I think it's like October something, and you can pack your bags and they get a bunch of people to go on. So creating memories with the team November 1st through 5th. What tier are you qualifying for? So pretty much there are different tiers with this. So you can have it to where you have some of your airfare covered, some of the hotels, some like all these things. It's kind of similar to like how we've seen most MLM trips. And so pretty much it's going to be like, if you make them a shit ton of money and you're top performers in Wfabb, you're going to go to this essentially. It's so gross to me because one, it just makes more people think that this is a very achievable thing. It's not. That's for any MLM. And they're following the same things that any MLM does with the qualifications. Still, you're gonna, more likely, if you do get there, you're gonna have to shovel out a decent amount of money just to even go, because not everything is gonna be covered. Most people are not gonna have everything covered. But seriously, it's just so freaking ridiculous to me, and it's another way of trying to get people interested in joining the system. But again, it's literally an unethical system. It is going to drain your pockets heavily, and it just breaks my heart seeing people getting enticed into something like this. But of course, I would love to see how that trip goes. So additionally, another thing I wanted to mention too is how Wfabb has been mentioning something, and so have other people in igenius. They've been talking about they're partnering with a company, and apparently they have the best partnerships. And again, like, I already know it's going to be complete bullshit, but I've seen some people talk about how there's allegedly this drink company that they're partnering with for some sort of project. I don't necessarily know how that makes sense or how that would do anything for them. So I'm just kind of waiting around to see if they have any other posts made about that, but they haven't actually launched it all yet. So I'm guessing I'm just waiting on that for now. But I wanted to kind of react lastly to a video that I have saved that's talking about igenius and everything from Zaremba. So we haven't seen her in a hot minute talk, so let's get going.
Hello, beautiful people. Hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. I feel like I haven't come on here and spoken to you guys in a while, and I want to talk about something because this is a question that I get asked a lot by people who are brand new to the network marketing side of our business. So you guys know we have our financial products where you can make money with, and we also have a network marketing model where you can recruit and sell in order to earn commissions and residuals. So a lot of people that get started often ask me, okay, well, how am I going to sell something when I just started? I'm not an expert at trading. I'm not making a lot of money trading. I don't have a lot.
Quickly pausing this. Honestly, this is a very good question, because if we're going to be real here, most of the time the MLM concept, like, it was made to where the average person was able to join and to where you were a product of the products. It makes more sense, for example, for someone in Monat. They're like, oh my God, my hair feels really good. Those kinds of things you can actually see instant results, where if we're talking about trading and that learning, that takes a long time to kind of build up and gain that knowledge. It kind of is a very interesting way that they're trying to market this off and say, no, like, you can talk about this even if you just started. But again, I feel like that also feeds into the unrealistic perspective that so many people have about these companies, because we have way too many people that are training or are being trained to vocalize immediately any inch of results or overstatements. You know what I mean? Going a little bit extra and be like, oh, this has changed my life, this has helped me, when it really hasn't.
A lot of money to invest. How am I going to sell people on something that I'm not even an expert? Or I'm not even making money in the network marketing side yet. I just started. How am I going to market this when I'm not even making money? I'm not even successful. I'm not even living well. Like, the other day, somebody said to me, how am I supposed to market financial literacy and trading when I literally take the bus to work? And I'm like, this is something that stops people all the time when they start in network marketing, because they want to do it. They like the lifestyle that it has and they're attracted to it. But where the perception of where they see themselves is not matching. So their confidence is not there. And I like to say, welcome to business. Okay. This is how any business starts. When I first started, I was living literally in my mom's basement. I was driving a car with duct tape on the window, and I was literally thinking the same thing. Why the fuck would people join a business with me? Why the fuck would people want to make money with me? I literally live in my mom's basement.
That's the thing. It's not necessarily welcome to business, in my opinion. You have someone that starts a business and sells product, the products can be very, very good, right? And if you have a very good product, then people are able to purchase, and you can do good marketing, then no big deal. But we're talking about getting someone enticed to join a company. If I sell you a product, for example, like, fuck, this clip, I love this. This is cute. Got it from H&M for like $5. But anyways, if I'm trying to sell you this in my storefront or something, and I'm like, this is not attached to getting you into a system to sell more of these clips. It's not at all. Whereas with the network marketing industry, yeah, like, you're sitting there trying to get someone interested in working with you. That also includes offering yourself as a leader, because if you think about it, you're having to sit there being like, hi, I will guide you through this process. How can you guide someone through the process when you haven't even done it to begin with? So again, this is kind of like, if you have people that like have no idea what they're doing and they're kind of slowly figuring it out, but then they're volunteering themselves or being encouraged to volunteer themselves as leaders, that's not good at all. all. And again, I'm also going to hold people who are business owners accountable too, because if you're talking about like a health and wellness product and you have zero knowledge on it, or you don't do proper disclaimers, then that is misleading and harmful to people. Just like I think it is being misleading and harmful to give the illusion that you have a great opportunity when you don't even know if you have a good opportunity or not because you just started.
What am I talking about? But usually telling that story is just not enough, because they look at my lifestyle now and they're like, well, you're traveling every single month and you live in Miami and you have this amazing lifestyle and a beautiful condo and you're at the pool every single day. I don't have that. You have a huge team. You've made a lot of money. I don't have that. So how can I do what you do? But that's how any business starts. If I start a lash business and I am not the best at lashing, I took a little course, I learned a little bit how to do it, but I'm doing singles and they're all crooked and shit, I'm still gonna market my business like I can give you lashes.
Okay, that's kind of a problem though, Dre. If you want to practice and get better, because again, like I actually remember because I remember a long time ago, this is a hot minute ago, I was very into makeup. You need more experience and practice, so I would practice on myself all the time, and I would have to practice on other people. So that way I was more qualified to actually take on certain jobs, you know what I mean? But if like you do a really, really shitty job, then like you should be practicing more. Because again, for example, if this clip is weak as shit and it's not good, I shouldn't be selling it. I should not be selling it then. I need to be working on getting this thing stronger and better so that way it is worth selling. But I shouldn't just be here like, I have a clip. I mean, it's not as good. I'm new to it, but like you should buy it still. No. You want to offer quality to people. Same thing applies to this. If you really are starting, but you're encouraging people to immediately, the second they get going, market this business opportunity out to people, you are literally being unethical and not actually, one, considering that person's best interest at heart, but any potential person that joins the company's interest at heart either. So like, again, just like I would refer to any business owner, if I'm sitting here and I don't give a shit and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to market off my business, even though like what I'm selling is not good, that's not good. Just like what we're talking about here with this MLM.
I can give you good lashes, because if I don't market it like that, how am I going to get clients and how am I going to get better? That is
practice. Don't do it yet. Don't start something if you're not ready. Because again, it's false advertising when you give the illusion that she's saying of, oh, I can give you lashes. Okay, but if it's shitty and it's a waste of time and money for someone, that already sets your business up for a bad reputation. So, Dre, back at it again with the horrible advice. And again, that's not to say that you can't get started with anything in practice, but you need to build yourself up a little bit more before you just jump in and start something like that, because you have to also consider other people are on the line, other people's money or how they're impacted and everything, and it's just not okay.
Literally how business works. You have to start somewhere, and regardless of what business you do, you have to sell yourself. It's the same thing with any industry. If I'm a realtor, I'm going to present myself like I'm a good realtor, even though I never sold a motherfucking house. If I'm a barber, I'm going to present myself like I know how to cut hair, even though I only cut my dad's, my uncles, my brothers, right? I'm going to present myself like I already know what I'm doing. If I'm looking...
Again, though, that's false advertising. That's actually literally why there's some business ideas that I have. I literally know that I have the drive to make anything happen, but because I am so particular about making sure that things are good and what I have to offer the world and anyone is quality, I know I'm not doing it yet because I'm not ready for that, and I don't have the, whether it's just massive investing that I need or maybe just the knowledge and just, you know, I'm younger, right? So I need to push things off because I'm not ready for that yet. And there needs to be a level of self-awareness in business then if you are not ready. And again, we all have to start somewhere, absolutely. But that takes practice. That takes building up a reputation. That means if you're starting on something, maybe taking some clients and asking if they can practice. Like, that is what you do. And so by saying, well, I'm just going to present myself like I got it all down, that's false advertising. That's unethical. And that is also very horrible advice to give anyone. That's like going to set someone up for embarrassment.
You know, if I have an online course and I haven't even sold one yet, and nobody's had success with my online course, I still gotta market the online course because otherwise I'm not gonna sell it, right? And then once you actually sell yourself or sell the platform, whatever it is that you're doing, through that experience, you will develop the skills. But what made me develop this mindset, and I think it was subconscious, was my dad's stories of when he first started being a mechanic. He used to repair laundry machines and not dishwashers. We didn't have that we still don't have that in Serbia, but laundry machines and different machines like that. And he had no fucking clue how to do it, okay? He read a couple books, tried to learn how to do it, but never actually had any experience. But what did he do? He still marketed himself as a very good handyman because he needed business, because the only way he's going to learn is through practice, and he needs to have something to practice on, right? So he still marketed himself and said, hey, I got this. I can take care of this for you. I will fix this for you. He would literally tell me stories of having no fucking clue what he's doing, but he would take the job, he would sell himself like he knows what he's doing, and then he would figure it the fuck out. He would read every single manual, he would call people, he would just sit there until he figured it out. People didn't know that sometimes he would pretend like he was busy, but low-key he was literally spending days and days and days reading a manual trying to figure out how to fix it. But through that, he became one of the best mechanics that I've ever met in my life. He is so fucking knowledgeable. I would bet money that there's no other HVAC mechanic or technician that knows more than he does. There isn't, because he is so freaking experienced now and knows so much because he tackles every single problem like that. I don't really know how I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to figure it out because every problem has a solution. The only constraint is time. I remember the story of him fixing an industrial, like it was a factory that had an industrial cooling system. And it was so fucking big that you would literally walk into this huge room, like the size of a gym, that was filled with equipment just meant to cool down the factory. Now, he had never worked on any project that big, not even close to it. But the company had kept calling different industrial technicians that couldn't figure out the problem, because that's common. Majority of people don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is like, you'll realize that when you get into an industry and you actually start knowing what you're doing, you'll realize that 90% of people are just grown-up kids that really don't know what they're doing. But he presented himself like he knew exactly what he was doing, and he told them that because he was so busy, he could only come late at night, so they gave him a key, and he actually ended up bringing a friend and staying overnight for 12 hours, and he would leave before they opened the next day. So he stayed overnight without them knowing. They thought he was just there for like an hour or two. He stayed literally overnight for like 3.
Again, I think it's just like that is an inspiring story, and that's very impressive for this guy. Like that's a really big deal. But again, like, we are talking about something where you're encouraging people to join a system, then you're encouraging people to keep going. Like, no one has to join an MLM or get started like that. Honestly, if we're gonna be real here, they should be able to, if we're going to be logical and ethical, we should be pushing them to actually do the trading and everything and feel more comfortable and get to know it better before even marketing it off to other people. Because, yeah, like, I just think that they should be pushing people to actually get more, like, well-versed with the system, a little bit of knowledge before marketing off. So, like, I get her dad's experience is really cool, but this isn't being used for the right reasons.
My mind of, like, how cool it is, because every problem is figured out. Now, I'm not telling you to lie or pretend or to say you have years of experience, but I'm telling you to understand that this is how business works. When you start, you're not going to be rich. You're not going to be successful. You're not going to be the best trader. That's just the reality, okay? But you can still help other people. And the added layer to that is, in our platform, you don't have to be the expert. I tell people all the time, I am not a trading expert by any means. I am learning just like everybody else. Maybe I have more learning than you because if you're brand new, but I'm learning just like everybody else and practicing just like everybody else. That is why I don't leverage me being an expert. I leverage the platform. The platform is the expert. The platform has all the tools and resources you need to learn how to trade or to invest or whatever your goal is, right? I don't have to be the expert. I have to be the support system and the guidance to show you what avenues to take. And that is something that you will learn along the way.
So again, then it continues and says to start, but that's what she's saying. Now, again, it's still contradictory to me, because she's like, well, I mean, you don't have to have experience, but you can market it off. But then she's like, well, don't be misleading. They're both misleading, okay? It's both confusing. So moral of the story, though, there's many things that the Wfabb team, I think, is pushing that are just very unethical and all over the place, and the marketing is just weird. But again, I make these videos so that way at least there's a second opinion or a different perspective that other people can come across to just look at this and kind of question it, or just see another argument or perspective on it. Because there's way too much that's being spread around that is just absolute misinformation, and it's just very, very alarming and freaking weird. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay glowing, my beautiful queens. Love you. Bye.